And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Rob.
Of course not now. If you look at me now, you're like, you can't. If you're looking at me now, Christine, and going, you can't fuck to this, I get it. But if you looked at me back then, you'd be like, oh, I understand how this guy fucked to, that.
Yeah, the hips aren't there anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean, I can't fuck to this now either. I'd have to fuck to like Billy Joel.
Weird Al.
Yeah, some like Bon Jovi or some shit,
Ballads only for Bobby from now on.
Adele. I'd have to some type of slower music. I don't really fuck to music. One time I did have sex to music. The second black girl I ever dated. Black Lou, what's up? Yeah, second black girl I ever was with. Met her at a sober nightclub back in, I think the late 80s, early 90s. Sober nightclubs were a thing, which was crazy because it was just like a regular nightclub. So they'd get like
only soda. This sounds like heaven.
Dude, it was so weird. We'd all go to these meetings on Fridays and Saturday nights, and talk about higher power and being sober and
accountability and
all that stuff. And then we just go to this fucking shitty nightclub and just try to
sober grind,
suck each other off and fucking Gran Torinos and shit. You know what I mean? We used to go to this club, and I remember I met this black girl, and she took me back to her place. And I finally figured out the difference between black girls and white girls. Black girls, they know they're going to fuck you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like white girls, you have to con them into fucking. You have to give them the excuse that they need so that they're not a slut the next day. A black girl's like, I'm going to fuck you. Because we have to do...
This is for me,
Well,
right.
This is the thing. Like when I was with her, and I started kissing her, and then I started rubbing her boobs, and
cool.
then I started.
What was that like?
I started rubbing her boobs. It's pretty cool.
That's
man.
so awesome, dude.
It's really awesome. I haven't done it in a long time.
Were
either.
they like big?
They were medium, which is perfect.
I guess that could be cool too. But go on.
I started.
Did you French kiss?
We made out. I kissed her neck. Did her boobie, first, second, third. Then I did her. Then I rubbed I grazed the vagina, and then I was
just passing through.
Just passing through. Then I started rubbing it, picked her up like a 6-pack.
Oh, that's where that is. I mean, well, I'm already there.
Yeah. And then she went, whoa, because I was rubbing her pants
at that pace.
And she went, stop, whoa, stop. And I was like, what? She goes, I'm fucking you. We're fucking. Chill out, baby.
Pack your bags. The war is over.
She went, chill out, baby. She went over to the radio and put on a station that I think only black people get, because I've never heard this music since. It was such sexy.
Like this?
It was this, but sucked. That ruined it.
Whoa.
I got a hot case of crabs.
What a tale.
Yeah, but that's the only time.
You took off your suit, your clothes, like when Iron Man's suit comes off of him as he's walking in, and then under all that, it's just you. Let's make this quick, Jarvis.
Yeah, dude. She was. I mean, I don't really bang like my wife. We don't bang to music. Do you bang to music?
Yeah. Well, we live in a small house, so we need some sort of cover so that the children don't hear her screaming. And
does she scream?
Yeah, she screams. She hits me.
She hits you.
Kind of stuff. Yeah, she's really aggressive.
But did you ask?
I mean,
it's okay.
I didn't tell her to stop. You know what I mean? It's not a boundary I've drawn, so she'll try that kind of stuff from time to time.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to mask her aggression by putting on fucking Wilco or something.
Wilco. Fuck.
Yeah, right, dude. The 6-minute guitar solo from Impossible Germany while you're right on the cusp of busting. That's not.
I was just gonna say
one.
You're such a rat.
Wow. You have a note for me?
No.
What's that?
Is this important?
Because I knew you were going to get to it. I just said you were going to introduce the guest.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce the guest.
That's why I didn't say anything. So he ratted me for no reason.
Why don't you?
Because I had faith in you, and he didn't.
We're going to get to the guest, but
I didn't say it.
Here's the problem.
I can do it. You need me to do it? I'm filling in for Jay. I'm co-host today. So
Bobby, I'm not the guilty here.
You're a rat.
Listen, I'm not a rat.
You're a piece of shit.
I didn't say anything.
Everybody, of course. This is why you don't even need to introduce him, because he's one of the best co-hosts we have on. He's always our go-to. Anytime his name is brought up, everybody is happy. Tim Butterly is filling in for Big J, who's out doing Rogan right now. He's promoting his stuff. He's also doing, what else is he doing out there?
Story Wars.
Story Wars out there. He's going to do Rogan. Hopefully Rogan goes as well as we hope it goes, where he throws a lot of jokes out there. Rogan doesn't get them, and he goes, well, all right. And then we can talk about it.
Why would you say that?
We have a show to do.
He knows he can smoke now, so.
Oh, that's good. Tim is going to be in Ontario, Canada, in Kitchener, Delhi, Shelburne, and Toronto, April 3rd through the 6th. After that, he'll be in South Bend, Indiana, April 11th through the 12th. Get tickets at timbutterly.com. One of my favorite people who I've met in the last year, I think.
I know. What a great new friend to have.
I mean, dude, I love you, dude.
I love you too.
Not as much.
Okay.
What I found out, not as much as Jacob. I want to tell you, the fucking crush that this guy has on you makes me sick to my stomach.
Jacob, do you like me?
Buddy, not... It's a weird thing, man. It's weird. Yesterday... Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Where did you hear it? From
Yesterday...
The two rats?
You're a rat.
The rats
You're
in
a
the
rat.
room?
You're a buddy. Yesterday...
Two rats.
The place falls apart when Jay's not here, by the way. Everyone's at each other's throats.
It's not... No,
Jacob's the straightest guy in the world.
I'm very happy with Christine. I love Lou, and I love Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Jacob yesterday, he goes, hey, man, I'm going to text Tim and see what he wants, if he has any things to talk about or whatever. I go, what the fuck does that mean? Why don't you... Shouldn't I, as my show, shouldn't I know what the fuck you're gonna talk about with Tim?
Why wouldn't I tell you?
I go, put me on that text. And he goes,
I would have.
He was so mad when I said, put me on that text. He went, I swear to God, he went like this. He went, all right, I'll put you on. Yeah, you can be on that. And then when he texts you, I'm going to read the text if you don't mind, Tim. This text.
The text to me?
To you.
Text.
Yeah, I read that.
Not a group text. It's a text. He wanted to just be you and him on this text. I cock-block this romance.
Jacob and I text each other every holiday. I promise you that.
He wants more. Also saying he wants more. I can fuck to this. By the way, this is my jam. Okay, ready? This is his Tim. Mm-hmm. Excited you're guest hosting tonight. Exclamation point. I wrote, are you, Jacob?
Oh, you know I took
and
that
then
wrong.
Tim, what?
I thought, okay.
And then
He thought you were saying, are you Jacob, like you don't have his number.
That's how I took it.
Oh, no. I wrote, are you excited, exclamation
that
point.
That was funnier.
First
and I didn't get your joke.
You could have used the comma.
Of course you didn't get it because you're so excited.
I didn't get the joke.
Bobby didn't have your number.
No, I know he has my number. I thought because it's a new group, maybe it didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
That was my take.
He was also like kind of half reading it because he was skipping at full speed through Queens.
Tim's coming in. Tim's coming in. Tim's filling in for Jay. He's so
I have to catch my trolley. Tim Butterly's coming to town.
Oh my God. The fact that he just wanted to call you, touch base, see what your thoughts were.
That made me feel so good.
And then call me and be like, hey, I talked to Tim. Did you? Did you talk to Tim?
Okay.
This is weird because someone sent in this footage, this audio of you and Tim at Skankfest last year having a conversation.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even remember.
I
this is AI.
I didn't even know.
Oh, God, here we go.
There's no AI. It's not AI at all.
Bullshit.
This is not bullshit. Somebody
This is
recorded
real.
you talking to Tim. Here we go.
Oh God. Oh God.
I mean, what's going on, fellas?
All right,
What's happening?
that was Skankfest.
Okay, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, this is crazy, man.
Since when do you text the guest host?
Every guest.
No,
You
no,
do?
Yes, I do.
that's bullshit. I've had Paul Verzi, Giannis
I don't know
Papas calling
Paul.
you.
know, I know you're gonna go with Paul.
Buddy.
People I know, I always do. Justin Silver.
You've never texted any of the guests,
That's not true.
and you've never wrote to them, "Hey, I'm so excited you're on."
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't. Show me a text. They're on your phone.
I mean, not since Shane.
I
I'm
get
not
it.
saying it's been a while.
Christine, I don't know what you're saying. Did he have a falling out or did he have a breakup?
No breakup. Just Shane doesn't live in the city anymore. He's not really coming in, and I just haven't seen Jacob this excited since then.
So this is your new Shane affair.
Oh
Well,
man.
I mean, come on.
Hey man,
That's-
I get
those are
it.
big
Let me
words.
tell you something about Tim.
Let's not go.
I get it. I went over his house. I did his podcast. I met his
Right.
family. I felt like I was lit up for a day and a half. And then when
get
it went
it.
away, I realized it was because I was away from Tim. I get it.
So what's the?
I get it.
So what do we?
Where-
what
where
even
we go-
are we?
What are we
You know?
arguing about?
What we're
now?
arguing about.
So what are we arguing about?
I'll tell you what. He's mine.
He's not.
I'm the host. Back off, bitch. That's what I'm arguing about. Back off.
What?
I'll
I
te-
did that for you.
No, you did that. Fucking dude, you didn't want me on the text.
It's not true.
You said.
I didn't
Trying to
think it
box
was.
you out.
Oh my god. You
Like I
s-
wasn't going to tell you. It was going to be our secret. What he wanted to talk about.
You said to me, I want to text Tim and see if he has any stuff he wants
the
to talk
show.
about. Shut your face. It's for you.
Go
You've-
vape,
He just
Bobby.
wanted
You
to touch
vape.
base.
I-
He just wanted an excuse. to
Bobby,
send
you
a text.
need to huff on your vape. Your weekly, your new weekly
Why
thing.
don't you take a buddy of peach?
Smells like
Did we
you're-
get him? We got him hooked on vapes.
Yeah, you did.
complete
Yeah, you did. It's you, dude. You did do it.
your fruity vape that
He does-
stinks up the whole place.
He does vape. Don't get mad at me with your little.
Oh, I walked in and it stinks of raspberry. Your scent. Your scent. Bobby.
Where was this guy last week when we did the game show? Listen, don't
Oh, you
get tough
should have
now.
heard him.
We got Bobby. We took him down in the basement. Got him hooked on the frozen white grape.
Oh,
That was a good one. Here's the
But
thing.
he didn't say it was you. He said, "I went to." This is his bullshit.
No,
I went to
Jacob,
Seattle.
Don't get tough now because
No,
I'm
no,
taking your
I'm
boyfriend
telling you what
away.
he said.
You're getting tough.
When did
because
you take up vaping,
he's-
Bobby?
he's-
I went to Seattle and every other store's a vape shop, so I had to take up vaping. What
It's
could I
actually-
do?
It was actually Tim. It was your basement.
What a
when you had
bullshit
the
story.
When you had the vape,
He was vaping constantly as a bit, and then it got
Yeah.
stuck.
it was really good. That fucking grape
can't-
was fantastic. Jacob,
You can't catch you not
Jacob?
vaping now.
Jacob, I know you're getting angry now.
Such an addict.
You're getting angry and you're lashing out because I'm affecting I'm affecting your relationship with Tim. I get it. I understand, buddy.
think it's
Listen to
fine.
me.
We'll
Buddy,
survive this.
I'm going to tell you this. You might not survive this. We might not. Listen to me. I'm telling you right now. You've never ever have with any guest host that's ever come on said, "Hey, I'm going to text them and see what they got going on, what they want to talk about." Never. And I'll tell you why I know this.
Okay.
You've never called me and said that. You called me and said, "Hey, I'm going to text Tim," and it was so shocking to me because it's never been done. I was like, "Why?" And you were like, "I don't know, just see what he wants to talk about." I go, "Well," I was like, "This is weird." I go, put me on that text thread.
Right.
Because I wanted to see the tone of it. And then when you put the exclamation, when you wrote, "I'm excited," what guy goes to
Exclamation
another
points
guy,
are
"I'm excited
are
to
gay,
see
I
you,"
get that.
with an exclamation point?
Shut up, Bobby.
Buddy, just admit you have a crush on Tim.
Honestly, Jacob, if a grown man talks to you in this tone, you have to at least try to punch him in the face.
No.
Listen, dude, just admit you have a
He
crush.
challenged me to a push-up contest and said he could do 56.
55. Don't
50
lie.
55. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant
Who won?
no.
Yeah.
He chickened
I
out.
didn't chicken
like
out.
the chicken you
Whoa.
are.
Okay, let's
Oh,
back
no.
up. Let's back up
You're
to
a
this.
chicken.
Look at let's back up.
Jacob rules.
Here's my. Wait,
back up
I
to
do.
the
I do
tough
impressions.
Yeah, here's another
I do
impression.
animal sounds.
Oh
Here's
my
another
God,
impression.
Jacob!
my
I didn't
God.
know you were such a big, strong man.
Dude, I'm a Bobby
Why don't we
chicken.
play you guys talking at Skankfest again? Yeah. Why don't you do that P Diddy impression?
That's you and Paul Verzi.
That's you. That's you. That's you doing a band workout with
That's why I don't
Butterly.
call Paul because I don't want to. I'm not getting in between you two.
First of all, don't throw Paul under the bus because I found out about your love for Tim Butterly.
You brought up Paul.
You're getting.
You brought up your
You're
lover.
getting angry because we discovered your lust for Butterly, and I would just all I want you to do is admit it.
No,
admit it.
You know what? No, get off his fucking back, man. He's the only guy that texts me on every holiday. I got a happy
right.
Thanksgiving. I got a happy belated
he's
Christmas.
because
And Columbus
he's been
now.
grooming you for years.
Columbus.
This old man's been grooming you, Butterly, for a long time.
I'm an
And
old man myself.
I guarantee you're going to get an invite back to the Queen's apartment tonight. Hey, you want to come back and see my bands? Want to watch some sumo eating?
More
Guys,
than anything.
I think we really went past the fact that Jacob's a Jewish man that texted Tim happy belated Christmas.
I missed it by a day or two.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I said happy whenever Hanukkah was.
If it means
And he thinks the Jews are the problem of the world. He loves Palestine. And you
it
didn't
means
throw your-
anything,
Huh?
I didn't forget. I did say happy Merry Christmas, Shane.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
I didn't miss
I
the
guess
day.
you did,
Sorry.
I don't think you did it. I don't think you did it to me.
Yes, I did. Well, I called you.
You didn't give me an exclamation point.
I talked to you. Yes, I did. I'm sure I did.
Maybe I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, you're being
I
left
don't
out in the
think you-
cold.
Maybe I'm a little jealous of your love for Tim and your enthusiasm for Tim Butterly. I get it. I understand it.
Funny guy.
But why don't you
Talent.
why don't you
He's a
keep
real
it,
talent.
why don't you keep it back? Why don't you just tone down your crush a little bit? How's that?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, good. 'Cause
Jacob's got a good eye too.
That's right.
Jacob's got a great eye.
I know talent.
Impeccable
You
taste.
do know talent, and I
Unbelievable.
know you know talent. You know a nice ass when you see it too, you fucking fruit eater.
Louise.
Anyways, yeah,
Is that your contribution to tight ass part?
Yeah,
Thank you, Bobby.
you got a nice tight
Oh,
ass.
thank you, dude. That's what I'm saying.
You are. You're like
Now
a,
that's straight.
You're like you're this weird, sexy nerd. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you could clean up fucking great if you
But that would be gay. I'm close enough that it would be gay if I did.
if you cleaned up and got some type of hair gel and took the glasses off and
Sure.
got rid of the mustache,
Yeah.
right? And then
If I got prom queen makeover, I think I could really
have you ever
slay.
done that? Have you ever been sexy Timmy?
No. I'm within spitting distance of like conventionally attractive, and if I tried to manually cross that bridge, it would just be over for me. My personality would crumble.
But you never got into an outfit that
Never
put you into that?
I mean, yeah, I try to dazzle with my fashion, obviously, but no, I've never even knocked on the door being hot.
That's funny because I have a photo.
But you
Christine,
started hot, and now you're weird looking
here-
like me.
Well, here's the thing: is that I have many versions of me. Last week we found a version that I didn't know existed that I forgot existed. It was
A tadpole in leather pants.
No, it's actually worse than that. Christine, you have that photo? Bring it up for Tim. It's called Jay affectionately named me Genghis Bob, and I don't remember.
This is like recent.
I don't know what year. What year?
It's got to be like the last 10 years.
That's the most dangerous facial hair I've ever seen in my life. That's crazy. It looks like a biohazard symbol.
It's why, but I don't remember being this guy. That's the weirdest part. I remember a lot of my phases.
And the facial expression itself. It's saying, "You sure you want to go there, kid?"
Yeah. And but now I found a new one. Black Lou found a new one. He sent it in the thing. Did you get it? No, she didn't get it. And this is when I was.
The first comment's "Food Man Chew."
We gotta go through some of the new comments. You gotta go through some of the new comments. Go through some of them. Did someone just write creep? What is that?
Anton Legay. Oh boy, that's nuts.
Number one. He's Raiders fan number one.
That's great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So was that the new one, or is there another one?
There's another version
A
of me
brand
that-
new
that
shiny Pokemon.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. I did step over to the other side a couple times in my life.
You overextended yourself.
No, I didn't. I actually pulled it off.
Oh, all right.
I pulled it off,
We'll be the judge of that.
and it was my premium blend days. Comedy Central, trying to be famous, trying to get a gala, maybe a sitcom based
Pilot,
on
yeah.
based on my life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when your whole act was based on
Right, you do 18 minutes about how crazy your living room is.
Yeah, you know, on my, you know, I'm a. There he is, right there. I mean,
Whoa.
I call that Dominican Bob phase.
What the hell?
What year was it?
That's got to be 98. That's 98.
I've never seen this vast of a skull change.
It's fucking crazy, right?
That's nuts.
I mean, zoom in a little more. I mean, look how. I mean, that's a good looking.
That's hot, Bobby.
That's. I mean, that's one of my hot phases.
oh
That's
my God.
that's Dominican Bobby. That's when I first moved to New York. That's premium blend. And
ultra manicured goatee.
I mean, look at that. Look at
Look
the
at
lips.
that.
Look at the bum
Whoa.
chin.
It honestly looks like a pussy. Your face looks like a pussy. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
It's great. Look at the eyes. I mean, it just goes right through you. And the hair is, I mean, you can't fuck with the hair.
How did you let this slip away? Can I ask?
I think God let it slip away. Time.
You blame everybody, but what inside? What switch? You stared deep into the coffee cup when I asked that.
It's I don't know, dude. I think that as I give up addictions, when I gave up drugs, I went to cigarettes. When I gave up cigarettes, I went to sex. And that was sex, smoking and sex. Whoa. So when I gave up
You're
sex,
addicted to being the coolest guy in the world. That's crazy.
That's movie star Bob. That's Marlon Brando Kelly right there.
Wait.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me back in Boston.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not? That's 100% me.
What?
That's last night. That's leading man Bob right there. I mean, dude. It's crazy.
It looks like one of the Lawrence brothers with fetal alcohol syndrome.
I mean, I'm a good-looking guy right there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you still are. Don't show you.
Well, thanks, man. I mean, I've given you 9 compliments. You haven't given me any. You're just receiving.
You put me in a fucking tough spot.
What, a compliment spot?
Mom and Dad are screaming at each other. I just sat down at the dinner table. I don't know what to do with myself.
Listen, let me tell you something. It's
please,
Dad and it's.
Please give him a compliment.
You're the mom, by the way. I'm the dad.
Mom and mom.
Yeah, we're both moms. Both queens.
My fucking lesbian moms are beating the fuck out of each other, dude.
We really just fawned over you as soon as you walked in. And I'm going to be honest, Jacob. I'll be honest because you're not honest. When you said I'm going to text him,
this is insane.
I was a little like, fuck you, he's mine. There was a smidget of,
comes out.
And then when you went, I'm so excited to see you. I was
that, huh?
You're an asshole. You're just an asshole.
You did prompt him to call me. He called me. He was just like, "Hey man, what's going on? Just wanted to see what are you talking about?"
I wanted to see.
I wanted
to see if Jacob called you. I'd be like, no, Jacob just got off the phone with me. We were talking for like an hour about sumos. You did send me that thing last night.
It's great.
I wound up watching it.
I'm glad.
I fell asleep.
Would you watch the series, or are you watching actual sumo wrestling?
Actual
Yeah,
sumo
hell yeah,
wrestling.
dude. Let's
It's
go.
Awesome.
Oh,
He's into sumo wrestling, but you said it to me last night. You were like, I watch sumo wrestling. I'm into it, and I watch them eat. And you're like, I was like, send me the videos. You're like, you're not going to be into it. I was like, dude, I watch narrow boats.
Yeah.
I watch like canal boat guys for hours on YouTube. Just a guy on a narrow boat going through the canals of London.
How fast does a narrow boat go?
It goes maybe 10 miles an hour. It's
kind of moving.
It's nuts.
Kind of grooving.
I get addicted to these. My favorite one right now is the Outdoor Boys. Have you seen them?
Mm-hmm.
You should watch them.
Oh yeah, I love Outdoor Boys.
You like the Outdoor Boys?
Yeah, dude. He goes out in the snow with his little sons, and they eat fucking camp bread and honey butter. I mean, it's
honey butter, man.
Every time he gets to that jar of honey butter, I seriously pop. It's nuts. I go nuts on my couch.
Why is honey butter not a thing? Why is honey butter not in the store? Why is it not made? Why do I have to make it?
There's a gap in the market. Yeah, Bob Kelly's honey butter. Yeah, I think goes nuts
with that other face on the butter. Yeah. The Genghis Bob's face on the butter.
Did you?
This is the. Dude, this guy's a Mormon.
If you launched a butter, dude, people would go nuts. Dude, you would be spit roasted.
Bobby Genghis Bob's butter. Genghis Bob's honey butter. I'm in, dude. We should do this. Honey butter. So he goes out. He's a Mormon. Used to be a lawyer. Then he started doing this YouTube page. He's one of the only people that does not have sponsors, doesn't have commercials, does not accept money from outside thing. He just does it. He makes all his money from the YouTube watches or whatever the fuck they give him. I don't know how he does it, but do that. But he goes out with his sons into the middle of nowhere. But the sad part about it, I don't know if you watch it lately, his sons are getting old and they can't go with him anymore. So he has to go out by himself. And it's kind of boring.
I found him from the solo ones where he's just like, I'm going out in the snow with no tent, nothing. And he just like burns shit and then buries it and lays on top of it. And he's just like, yeah, it's pretty fucking cold, dude. This feels good.
It feels good.
Let's get into the butter.
Yeah, let's get into the honey butter. It's all about the honey butter.
Yeah.
Because he'll take the honey butter and he puts it in the fire because it's frozen. And then he pours it on homemade bread that he made out of a Ziploc
dude, he
bag.
fucking slurps it and he's dipping the bread in the jar. It's like I think that's what really gets me. I don't give a fuck about survival. I just want to watch that guy slurp butter.
The honey butter is my favorite part of it. Have you ever had honey butter?
Yeah, I've been to brunch before. Yeah, of course.
I've never had it.
Oh man, you can make it at home. You
Yeah,
just
I know.
put honey and butter.
I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it at home. I almost did my vape. God damn it.
I realized I watched yesterday. YouTube knows me. Just what you're saying. The same vein. A Thailand guy. He made a home out of a hollowed out tree. I thought it was just going to be putting like some sort of bamboo bed in there. He built like a picket fence, a camp of an oven inside the tree.
Yeah.
Full door, like you would move to this tree if it was a fully functional home. And I mean, I would have been dead in half an hour. I couldn't survive. I don't think so, dude. These guys that can build like that.
I watch all these guys. I've watched them for years, and I've that's kind of where I got the comedy camp thing from.
Yeah.
Where me and Ari and Joe would just go out and be out there in the middle of nowhere.
Comedy camp started with honey butter, and then he built it around that.
Like Donnie Dust.
Yeah, Donnie.
But
Donnie Dust is weird.
He's gonna outlive everyone.
Yeah, but you're talking about he did 9 tours of duty in Afghanistan, and he just walks out and makes a rock into a weapon and then murders something and then eats it. You know what I mean? You can't compare yourself to that, but you could go out. I think I want to go out in the next couple of years by myself and be out there with just a tarp and a knife and maybe
bit of rope,
and honey butter. I mean, as long as I go out there with honey butter, yeah, this guy's the best. I love this guy.
Stone Age?
Nah, he's pretty much a Stone Age. He'll go out, get a rock, make it into an axe or an arrow, and then kill something and then eat it. He came in the studio. He was my guy. He
came in?
He came in, dude. He came in. We contacted him.
Did he keep up the Stone Age act? He's like, what are all of these magical devices?
Funny you say that, because I brought him in the subway and he was flipping out, bumping into people like, whoa, sorry. I didn't know. Oh, man. And I had to pay for his thing because he was like, well, how do I get through this? And I was like, it was wild. I brought him down to the cellar. He went to one of the shows.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he ate wings. He was like, these are amazing. I'm like, yeah.
He pulled a spear on one of the black comics.
No, he goes,
friend.
I made this for you. This is a peace offering. Yeah, he came in.
Shadow people make laugh.
It was so funny though, because Christine and Jay were both calling him a fucking a queer. They were like, this fucking loser. And then we got him in. He's like, hey, what's up? And they're like, hey man, how you doing? He's like, he did 9. The craziest part about this guy, he did 9 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he's a interrogator. And I was like, did you have to like waterboard people? He goes, you don't do any of that shit. You need to talk to them, make them like you, and give them Skittles. And then they'll tell you fucking.
And then when they don't, you pull their fingernails off, and then they start yapping.
Then you fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was telling me he did so much crazy shit, man. This guy's unbelievable.
He's got stashes. I remember he's ready for when the world collapses. He knows exactly where
he's got
his go bag.
He's got 8 caves all over Colorado in the woods that he has stashed supplies and weapons and all kinds of stuff. So when stuff goes down, him and his family just go to these places and he has stuff ready to go. I mean, this guy can literally go out into the woods with nothing. He goes out there with nothing and then makes all the shit. The arrows, the bow, the axe, the knife. He actually sent me a obsidian knife that he made.
Did he take you out and show you anything?
He actually offered to take me out to go out on he does this thing with
here's how to hit animals with big rocks. And he's like, all right, it's probably not as complicated as I thought it was.
I'm afraid to go out there with him though, because what if I want to leave, like I get too cold in the middle of the night. I'm like, hey Donnie, psst, hey Donnie.
Letting him down.
I'm cold.
Yeah, we are cold. That's the point, Bobby.
Yeah, I know, but Don, listen, can you take me back to the car?
What do you mean back to what are you talking about? We just got here.
I know, but I'm just a little.
It's the first night.
I'm starving. I'm hungry, and you haven't killed anything yet, and I really need to eat.
Bobby,
something.
I got to be honest. You could stand to be hungry for a while.
Okay, well, listen, I understand that, but I need to eat every 3 hours.
Look, you think we didn't feel uncomfortable sitting by the burn pits in Afghanistan every night? It gets uncomfortable out there, Bobby.
I love your...
slurp down some of this honey butter and go back to bed.
Oh, God, I want honey butter so bad. Can somebody go run and get honey butter?
You've never had it?
I've tried to make it, but it's hard to make because you have to... You can't do too much butter, and you can't do too much honey, or it's just shitty honey or shitty butter.
But like lots of restaurants have it.
I've never had it. Never went to a restaurant that had honey butter in my life. Name one.
Really?
No, I swear to God.
You never sat down at a brunch spot with mini
Tim,
crescents.
I don't know if you know this
and-
about me. I'm not going to lie about honey
some
butter.
marmalade.
I will lie about other things. My love for you, that I'm jealous of
Excuse me?
Jacob. I'll lie about that.
What?
But I will not lie about honey butter. I swear to
But I
God.
won't do that.
I will not do that. No, I've never had it. I've
Okay,
never had
all
honey
right.
butter.
Fair enough, man.
But I also don't go to hipster places like you, Tim. I go to
Oh,
regular,
please.
blue collar,
Yeah, right,
pancake
dude.
house.
Get the fuck out of here. I've seen the tiny bag you wear. I'm the fucking hipster. Get the fuck out. You got the over the shoulder. You got the black millionaire CEO tiny bag.
This is actually a Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, look at that thing, dude.
Yeah,
You get up at 3 a.m. every day to fucking dunk your face in ice water.
Listen, I don't know why you're going to attack me. Is this something that Jacob's getting you into? I don't like it, Tim.
Expensive
I'm trying to create an opening for you, Jake. You could dive in at any second here.
I don't
It's
like
his
this, Tim.
48-hour go bag that he spent a lot of money on.
Oh my God! You're wearing a leather. Look at you. You're jumping in, aren't you? You piece of shit. Oh my God, Jacob, you're gonna get it. You're on the list. Yes, Black Lou, what's up?
here-
Texas Roadhouse, a place that you were talking about, their amazing buns.
Oh,
not
big
honey- it's
hipster
not honey-
restaurant.
they have
not
honey
honey-
butter.
They don't have honey butter.
Honey cinnamon butter.
It's not honey butter.
Is that different?
It's not honey.
It's honey cinnamon butter.
Honey. The honey butter we're talking about is like mainly honey with butter on top, and then you melt it, and it's like honey, but with a little butter. That's like just butter with some honey in it. Like, and it's
Yeah,
not
if
real.
you think I'm going to argue fat semantics with you right now, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Buddy, it's not. Am I crazy? Honey butter that we're talking about is not the stuff at Texas Roadhouse.
It absolutely is. It's just as much fat content as possible.
Can you bring up honey butter on the
my
Outdoor
God,
Boys?
dude.
It is not the same, Tim.
I guarantee it.
I will fucking die on this battlefield.
You might.
It is not. It is not. Butter. If it's too much butter,
Mm-hmm.
if it's whipped butter, it's not the honey butter. The honey.
Yeah, it's easier to mix with the honey.
No, because you can't put. No.
You take a fork, you whisk them together.
No, you got to be able to pour the honey butter on the bread.
He puts it over the fire, and it all gets very viscous and runs.
No, it does not.
Yes, he does.
It's mainly honey. Watch. Look at it. Here you go. We're looking at, this is the Outdoor Boys, if you want to check it out. My favorite YouTube
Yeah, Bobby's going
family.
to describe a video of butter right now.
It's not like I haven't done it before. It's not like I haven't done it before, Tim. And I don't like your fucking attitude. I'm not fucking feeling it. You know what, Jacob? You can have him. How's that? I'm done with him. I don't want him anymore.
Go ahead, hit play.
Play it. Play it.
Sorry, hang on one sec. I don't know where that audio is coming from, Lou.
Not me.
Oh, God. There it is. There it is right there.
There's a little jar of it
Okay, that's honey, mostly
that
honey.
he's putting on the fire.
Right, because he has to heat it up because it's frozen.
Right, and so
And
it
then-
gets completely liquefied.
Liquefied. The butter is on the top, mostly honey, I would say. Right? Yes.
Probably 50-50.
No, not 50-50. 50-50 is not 50-50. And he's just agreeing with you. 'cause
I'm not
he's your
backing
friend.
down.
I love that.
Wait, is Noah agreeing with you? Yeah.
Oh, he's of course he's.
He
agreeing
knows what
with
he's
you.
talking about.
Yeah, Jacob would agree with me if it wasn't you.
Look,
if
dude,
it
that
was
looks
Paul
exactly
Verzi,
like
he'd be
melted
on my
butter.
side. Yeah, it's mostly honey.
No.
Yes, 100%.
All right, well.
Here it goes. Ready? He's making the bread, which I love,
Black Luke, could you run to the store and grab us a jar of
Honey?
and
then some butter.
two different
And
styles
here
of
it is.
butter?
Ready?
I'll take
Watch.
whipped and unwhipped.
Look,
Yeah.
it shakes it. You can't do that with.
Melted butter? You're fucking crazy. What are you talking about?
Excuse me 1 second.
Go ahead.
Slow down.
Sure.
Texas Roadhouse, their honey butter is butter. It is no bring up Texas Roadhouse butter. You can't shake it. It's regular hard butter.
If
He
you
melted
microwaved it for 30 seconds, it would be identical.
Okay,
though.
so you go into the kitchen and go, "Hey, can I use your microwave for a sec?"
But he put it in
The only
fire.
difference is the temperature.
It's not. You can't microwave the butter from that. This will not get hard. This is mostly honey.
You just said it was frozen.
It's because it's honey.
Bobby, he put honey on the bottom in the jar, and then he
Yes.
poured honey on top, and then he closed it, and when he got to the campfire, it was frozen.
Frozen because he's in Alaska.
And then he put it on the fire, and,
And
it
it
melted.
liquefied.
Everything melted.
Everything melted.
And then he shook it.
Shook it up.
So what?
Right.
That's honey and butter.
But that's not the same thing.
No, that's cinnamon
That's
honey
whipped.
butter. That's cinnamon honey
That's
butter.
whipped.
That's kind of a different thing. Sure.
So I'm sorry, Tim. I'm over here, Tim.
but if you melted it, it would be the same thing.
Tim, it's not the same thing. You know that. It's not the same thing.
Sure. It's the same thing as something at like a hipster brunch place, though, where you imagine me.
But-
Is that the same thing?
The honey butter is what I would imagine you having, not that.
Okay.
That's garbage. That's garbage.
Yeah, it tastes really good, though. I'll take that
Does taste
camping.
good. It does taste good, but they changed their bun, so it's not.
But
as
it would
good.
melt down the same exact way, and it's fine.
I don't think so. I'd like to actually do this. Can we get some butter in here and make this happen?
But I think the
I have the
difference there
recipe.
is it's whipped
It's whipped.
and it has cinnamon. That's
It's
the
like
only
you.
difference.
Whoa.
You're whipped.
Right.
Dude, Jacob, at some point, you got to stand up for yourself, man. I can't watch
I
this all
mean-
day. This is crazy.
He gets this way when he's away from Mike Calta too long. He's
Whoa.
gotta go down to Mike
God.
so he can make
Wow.
out with his
Wow.
best friend. That he says
Wow.
he's my best friend.
Wow.
That he did a
First
whole
of all-
show defending him.
First of all-
my best friend.
First of all, number
I'm
one
gonna-
best friend.
My number one best friend, Mike Calta.
You're just mad at us because we called you Hannah
There you go.
Gatsby yesterday. You dressed like a lesbian. You're
I
mad at
dressed
me.
like- she dressed like me.
You dressed manly today
took
for
my
Tim. I tell
style.
you that. You untucked your shirt.
I
and
just threw
everything.
this on. I just threw this
Just
on.
my guy clothes.
Threw it on.
I just threw this on.
He just threw it on.
He's got a tape measure on his belt. Oh, that? Yeah, I must have forgotten
Can
to
I
put it
say
away.
I hate this photo because my belt
You
is
hate this photo because you
sagging.
look like
it
a
went below
lesbian.
my.
Yeah, a little lesbian
Pants button.
stomach is sticking out. That's why.
I don't have
know.
a stomach, Bobby.
Jacob's getting fucking feisty. I'm actually. You're
Oh,
turning me on,
because you
Jacob.
told me when I took it, suck in your stomach, and like, there's nothing to do there.
Your belt didn't get the memo.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that well, why that was posted. Somebody, Lewis could have told me pick up your belt.
You should tell
It
yourself.
makes me
man.
mental. No, I do look a lot like her. Though. Oh, for fuck's sake! We have the same shirt. Me and Hannah Gatsby are wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
And hers, she's got the sleeves rolled up
Yeah, but
and untucked.
At least her belt's in the right place.
I didn't know because I guess it's funnier to not tell me.
That is fucking
It
ridiculous.
sucks.
It really sucks that you guys are the same person.
She's,
Oh, you
she
got the
shops
same
at Banana
glasses.
Republic like me.
So,
Dude,
anyways,
that is like a very teenager at a wedding outfit. You know?
Timmy,
Yo.
you last time I was on your show,
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about all this conspiracy stuff that you were talking about. You were talking about what's her name? That
The first lady of
Candace.
France who's actually born a man and is the biological father of the president that she's married to. Yes, Brigitte Macron.
but she's actually a man.
But she's actually born a man.
So, but she was actually grooming him back in the day because he.
Right. And this is not a conspiracy. This is all a matter of fact.
This is a fact.
Yeah, unfortunately. I hate this. I wish this wasn't true.
Why do you wish it wasn't true?
Well, I just hate living in the world where that's happening. You know what I mean?
Where
But it's
what?
none of my business, so I can go on with my life. But that's what it is. That was born a man, and what might have been the father of the man she's married to.
But why? But why? Don't they have kids? They have no kids. Or do they
I
adopt?
mean, lots of people have kids. You know what I mean?
But do they have
It's
a kid?
I don't know. That's not my business. You know, I don't like to get kids involved.
Right.
That's what I'll say.
But did they? Because if they adopted the kid, then that is a sure tell sign. Now this is supposed to be a man.
Yes.
A man?
That's a man.
That's a man,
And that's the
baby.
president. That's the president of France, and that's his wife.
Right.
And she is, I think, 30 years older
they,
than him.
They got together when she was 40 and he was 15, and she was a teacher at his high school,
Right.
and she was born a man. So
Yeah.
gross. Double gross.
But is she still a man? Do they know that? Does she still have a wee wee?
Oh well, you know that's
Is that? Did she get the operation? Did she become? Did she transition? Is what I'm saying.
good. That's a really good question.
Or did she keep the good
so
parts?
she's had a long-standing relationship with a top like cosmetic surgeon in France who is actually known as like one of the like foremost like gender reassignment surgeons, like especially in the face and stuff. So I don't know. It's not my business what anyone does with their private parts, but the public parts are pretty fucked up, dude.
Why? But it's funny because they saying there's this big. They're saying that it's not true. Like I looked into it after I left your show.
But they're not saying that it's not true. They're saying every detail around it is wrong, but they won't say that she was born a woman.
And but does she come out and say it at all? Does she defend herself?
No, this is all like behind the scenes legal battle, lawyers sending letters to journalists and stuff like that.
Really?
And Candace Owens, who is kind of a fucking putz, but you know, you got to get your info somewhere.
Is this where you get your info from?
On this, yeah.
Wait, but okay, so not only is she trans, she's his dad?
That's
No.
right.
What? Wait a minute. Stop. Wait a minute.
That's the
I'm sorry.
juice.
Timmy.
I think.
Real quick.
There's no way I'm remembering that right, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it.
Wait a minute. She's his dad,
Yeah.
biological.
Right. Yes.
So he had sex with a woman, had a son, became a woman, and became his wife.
That's right.
Come on, dude. That can't be legal. Not even in France.
I
That
mean,
can't be.
brother, when you're in the upper crust, you know, the laws don't apply to you. They don't have any vision on you, man. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You made enough money, you could become a woman and marry Max. You work really hard, dude.
Buddy,
Yeah, you really.
Max wouldn't listen. Max is not into me. I remember
Now.
I was telling Jacob the other day. I was in bed with him. You know, at night he'll go to sleep, and most of the time Don will go down and lie down with him and, you know, read with him and stuff. I went in and I read with him, and he falls asleep. And at one point he fell asleep, and then he put his arm over me, and he kind of pulled me into him, you know, to hold me, and I fucking lit up. I was just like I've never felt a high, a drug, alcohol, a moment in this business, any show, any accolade has ever filled me up that much. I mean, I literally was just smiling like I couldn't believe it. And I realized it's because this is beautiful, but also in my life, I've never done it. I never had a father. I never had a man to hold that loved me and that so it was, and I actually turned to him and I put my forehead on his forehead and I was like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to be your father. And Max, I want to tell you, I love you so much. And he looked at me, he goes, Dad, this is gay. And I was like, yeah,
Damn, that's the last time it's ever going to happen.
It's a little gay. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to have some type of moment, some hallmark moment, but, you know, I am living my fatherless childhood through you right now. You've had a great life. You don't really know pain.
Yeah.
And,
yeah,
this is gay.
Yeah. I had a monstrous childhood too. My kids have no idea what it's like. And when I try to explain them, like, this actually is rules, they go, no, this is normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This isn't remarkable at all. I'm like, no, actually, we kind of overcame some odds here. They do not get it at all.
So because today.
So they think I'm gay.
Yeah, they think it's gay to love them and be like the things that he does, and I see him, and sometimes I just start crying because he's just hanging out doing something cool, and I'm just like, I never had that.
No way, man! I can never imagine this for myself.
Dude, when I used to take him to movies, like kid movies, and they're always sad. There's always some tragic shit that happens. I think I took him to one. What's the one with the carnival where the girl makes a carnival in her house with her mom and dad? And then her mom gets cancer like the first 8 minutes of the movie, has to go away, and she's just gone.
Doesn't ring a bell.
And then I'm just crying in the theater, and Max is looking at me like, oh, boy. And he's like covering my eyes. He's like, Dad, can you stop? I'm like, but this fucking, the mom is gone.
Oh, he's not a crier, though.
He's not a
Boy,
crier.
criers.
He's not a crier. He cries a little bit. Like he cried the other night. He got in trouble at school, and he cried.
What do you get in trouble for?
He that's it right there.
cartoon?
Wonder
It's a
Park.
fucking cartoon.
I thought you cried at a cartoon.
Bro.
I cried, buddy. I'm a crier.
These look like toilet paper commercial animals.
I do.
I reduced you to.
I was fucking blubbering in the theater, and the mother had to go away, and the park started. All the stuff was. She took down all the stuff they used to make together, and Max is looking at me like, "You pussy, stop!" And I'm like, "The mom's got cancer. Why is he going?" Dude, I can't. I mean, Lou, do you cry at any of these kid things?
I haven't yet.
Buddy, I cried. This one fucked me up. Yeah, that's the mom. And they're doing all this stuff. Now cut to when the mom, she has to leave, she has a bandana on her head. It's like, oh, God. They never mention the cancer, but you know she's got cancer because she lost all her hair. Look at it. She's got to take her away to do some, like, study treatment.
Is the rest of the movie kind of like upbeat, and this is the only sad part?
No, man. It gets sadder. And then look at the mom. Look at, she's running. I can't. Shut it off.
This is horrible.
This is fucking horrible.
Why would you put kids through this?
I know, and they don't tell you. It's supposed to be Wonder Park. I thought it was going to be this fun thing. Watch this. The whole thing. She starts taking
There's
the
a
shit off
carnival in her mind, Max. You took him to the gayest, most boring movie ever. He's like, Dad, this sucks. Let's go home.
He hates it, dude. He hated it. He fell asleep halfway through. I'm sitting there just wiping my nose.
Are you coming home soon?
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Yeah, you do have to make movies specifically for the children who lose their parents to like horrific tragedies. Like they do exist, and they do need stuff for them.
But what's the percentage of that?
I don't know, man. That's why no one else has heard of this.
I'm going to tell you this.
This movie was actually for you.
I stopped watching. I today I actually went to went to watch Righteous Gemstones from the beginning. Every single show I watch is fucking sad and depressing. Everything I'm watching on TV I can't take it anymore because I fell into some weird depression today. And it happened like that. Like I was, hey, what's up? And then I just was in bed with the covers on and I was like, I don't know if I'm just going to lie here because all these fucking shows that are on TV are so sad and fucked up. I'm watching that 1923. Every fucking scene, she gets the train, she gets mugged at the train station. She gets on the train, has no money. They give her a job on the train to get food. The guy finger fucks her in the cart while she's pouring his tea. She beats him up to protect herself. They arrest her for assaulting a guy. It's like, I can't live like that. I need a hero. I need some happiness.
Yeah, they're turning America into fucking Monstropolis, and they just need us all sad so they can extract all of our resources. That's another conspiracy.
They don't write heroes.
That's fucking wild.
White Lotus, they got the brothers jacking each other off. That's a fucking nightmare.
Really?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. On White Lotus, the fucking rich boys fucking jacked each other off, dude. And
Why?
it's just like, well, you tell me, man. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
I
They
don't
just
have
did it?
siblings, and I wonder how much more common incest is than it's obviously talked about.
Well, you would think watching this, it's a pretty prevalent thing. I have a bunch of brothers and a sister, and it's like, bro, I've never even been nice to each other. Let alone
mind eating
jack
each other
each other's
out?
penises off.
Hey, I hate you, but I'm going to lick your
A
puss.
5-star hotel. That's crazy.
You know what? Let's make up for today.
Hey, man.
Jerk me off. Let's see what happens.
They Hollywood cannot write heroes anymore. They don't write them. They're all.
I don't know, man. It's just sad. It was just fucking depressing. Every
Yeah.
show. I was watching 000, and everybody's just, it's a show about,
It's drugs.
it's drugs, but it's the mafia, the Italian mafia, and the cartels, which I kind of like that they mixed those two finally, and then the rich white fucking people. And but everybody's dying in that. It's like the father's dead, the kid has an ear, he can't hear. Everybody's fucking dying. It's like I need some happiness, and I finally put on the Righteous Gemstones, and it's the funniest thing ever. But I'm sitting there, and I watched the third season first, and what's his name? The uncle, what's his name?
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy, who's my favorite.
Yeah.
His dick
Dick
is
and
just
balls.
his dick is just out. I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, but it made me sad because my dick is nowhere near how fucking awesome as that hang.
You're not swanging like Walton
Buddy,
Goggins.
he's
man.
got Walton Goggins. Now his dick is exactly what I thought Walton
Gaggins.
Gaggins is right. But even though one nut I think is bigger, the little tiny nut on the back end, which I didn't like. I don't even know if I could do that. I'd have to turn down a role. If they were like, yeah, we're going to put you in Righteous Gemstone, you're a main character, but there's one scene where your dick's hanging out, I'd be like, I politely pass on this role.
Yeah, thank you, but no, thank you.
But we're going to pay you, you're going to make millions, and we're going to have you in the rest of every season from now on. You're going to be famous. I'm sorry, but thank you very much. I'm going to go back to the Bonfire where my ding ding will never be shown. Yeah.
Yeah, but what if it was so remarkably small that like that became like a thing, and you were the only guy willing to do that?
Like in Hangover?
Yeah, maybe.
That happened. Remember the Asian guy? What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Kim? Dr. Kim.
Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong.
Jeong.
That's the reason why I became famous. His dick was so small they thought it was fake, but it was his real dick.
Damn.
And they were like, you're famous. He's been famous ever since.
How embarrassing would it be to have the second smallest penis? That would really suck, man.
Well, because
You're not making a name for yourself.
Yeah, you can't even. You need the smallest. Look at it. I mean, zoom in on that if you can. It's crazy. It's a micro penis. He has a micro penis, and it made him famous. It made him famous.
Hey, man, it's all it takes.
Maybe I should try it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take a picture of my cock and put it out there.
Get it to your agent.
I don't have an agent. I think I fired them too. Anyways, dude, I was the reason why I was bringing that up because you said you have a bad childhood, but I fucking called your mother a cunt today. And I
Oh
didn't mean
yeah.
that.
By the way, all right,
so
let's
sorry.
take 2 steps back.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, you're saying, "Hey, I'm excited. Tim's coming in today." Bobby called me under false pretenses, by the way, and I missed this call. And when I called him back, he goes, "Yo," and then I guess I heard his brake slam, and he goes, "Your mother's a cunt," and I was just like, "What?"
It's my go-to in a car accident.
Yeah.
That's everybody has their go-to when they're about to die. Mine is your mother's a cunt. And the car in front of me stopped on the sawmill, and I went, hey, and you went, hey, and I went, your mother's a cunt!
Yep.
And my backpack flew into the bottom of the passenger seat, which means I can't get anything out of my bag for the rest of the ride.
But for half a second, I went, "Is this the real Bobby?
But I felt terrible.
Is this the day I find out that he's an absolute motherfucker?"
I apologized immensely.
It was fine.
And then you went, "My mother is a cunt,"
Yeah,
which I felt better.
yeah.
Was your mother really?
Yeah, she was taken by the opioid epidemic. And,
She died?
No, she just really like got a hold of her and like ruined my life. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I had a pretty rough childhood too, man.
Jeez, man.
You know?
Was your father around?
Yeah, my dad's the best guy ever, though.
Your dad's the best guy.
But there's no making up for that, you know?
Yeah. My dad was a drug addict. My real dad.
Isn't that the lamest shit ever? Isn't that so fucking gay? Don't you look your children in the eyes and you go, "Wow, man, could you imagine wanting something else more than this?" That's fucking crazy to me.
It's nuts that I can't imagine that my father, my real father, knows that he has a grandson out there and he doesn't want to fucking meet him.
Yeah, what a bitch.
And how cool Max is. Like, he's on my social media. I know people have sent you stuff.
Yeah.
I talked to his brother, and it's crazy to me that he's not, I want to meet this kid. It doesn't, and I also think about, like, I couldn't imagine, no matter what would happen, that I would want to leave.
Yeah, I know.
Like, his life.
Sure.
I don't even care if I caught Don banging somebody. I'd be like, I'm still staying until he's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch you bang.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, of course.
That's going in the bank, you know?
Yeah, it's going in the bank. I'm going to put my room next
And
to
maybe the humiliation I feel from that actually does something for me too, you know?
Right, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, maybe this is what we've been missing this whole time and we can really work things out now.
I just been a cuck.
Yeah.
And my penis doesn't cut it for you. And then I really get aroused watching you get it.
Yeah, I like it, how it looks uncomfortable for you in a way, but that you seem to enjoy that more. Yeah, that's pretty good, babe.
I love hearing you go, ow, ow. Last time I heard you do that when you stubbed your toe. I don't think my wife does make noise when we have sex. I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember her going.
There's no music to cover it up.
I don't think there's any. I've never heard her go, "Oh yeah." I've heard breath.
It's like whimpering.
Yeah, it's more of a. When is this over?
Do you guys ever talk to each other during sex?
That's a good.
Not even just dirty
question.
talk, just checking in.
I've made her. You know what I've done? I've made her laugh. I've made her. Every once in a while I would just be fucking stupid and make her. I like fucking her and then making her really hysterically laugh and doing something stupid.
So she squeezes it extra hard.
No, just be like, "Yo, you been putting it in good, would you, woman?" And she's like, "What?"
Well, you
Just
do
do a
slave voice for her?
You made that slave voice. That wasn't slave voice. I've been
Awful hot out there on the field.
I like a woman from Boston. White women from Boston is hard to get.
That pussy woman in Miami's dumplings.
She tried to do role playing once, but she just sucks at acting. She just fucking stinks.
What was her scenario?
We had a nurse scenario. And we did a massage scenario. The massage one she didn't want to do because she worked at a salon. I'm like, but you're an esthetician. It's not even in the same fucking ballpark. I want, massage. I want you to be a
Chinese lady.
Yeah, I want you to be a middle-aged Asian woman with fucking bad toes. You know what I mean? And
I want to hear your tiny flip-flops hitting the linoleum while I take my penis out of my towel.
Yeah, I don't want you to pop zits. I want you to fucking slowly get to my asshole and put a finger in it and go, "Okay, it's okay." And then I'm going to open my ass and present to you like a gay man.
And then we finish and I put you back in the shipping container.
But yeah, she wouldn't do that. And then she did a nurse. But
Sexy nurse or like light blue scrubs nurse?
She did like a fucking regular nurse. It sucked.
Like stressed out.
She came in like, "Hello, Mr. Kelly." I'm like, ugh, what?
You were ready to act. I mean, but I know you can get into characters, so
Yeah,
you were being sick.
I like role playing. And when I was single and I was dating, there was a couple girls who I really connected with sexually, not personally. And it's sad because a lot of the times I connected with a girl sexually, it was personally we couldn't hang out. Like as soon as we were done, it's like we annoyed each other. But sexually, we were meant to be together. And a couple of the girls, we did some good fucking.
Some good sex.
I could have filmed it. I could have filmed it. Like good, and they stayed in character. They made choices. Oh God, man! When they make their own little little business. You know what I mean? They bring maybe a cup into the room and they're gonna drink while they, Anyways, is that your dick?
One-way acting must have been. I know you were like, my stomach, something's wrong. And then your wife's like, nothing.
Well, she was supposed to come in and give me a table. A bed shower. You know what I mean? And I was supposed to be sick and
hose
paralyzed.
you down like a marine mammal.
Yeah, like an elephant, like a baby elephant.
You were paralyzed?
I was supposed to be not paralyzed, but I couldn't move. I was very sick, and she came in, and then she just turned back into herself too quick. She's like, I can't act. I'm like, stop being insecure. It's not. You're not getting a part. You're not in the business. I'm not introducing you to my manager. It's just fucking
take a breath.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Yes.
And back from 1. Let's go.
I mean, have you ever done that stuff? You don't have to tell me.
I've experimented with some stuff, yeah.
I like it. But we don't do that anymore.
Not characters or anything like that, but definitely some boundary pushing,
Like what?
Well, definitely some, like, maybe non-consensual stuff we've tried. Yeah, I didn't like it very much.
Oh, she raped you?
Kind of. Well, I don't know if I would use those words specifically. Rape's a pretty serious accusation.
She blackmailed you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess it was a little bit more direct than that, though. Probably somewhere in the middle of those two. But man, oh man, that was really embarrassing for me.
You didn't like it? Wow.
Yeah, it felt weird pretending a girl could overpower me. I really wasn't comfortable with that aspect at all.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like when a girl gets physical, when she starts slapping you, because I really have to restrain.
It's like one would do it.
Yeah, one and everything.
You know what my wife told me this week was that my wife revealed to me that in moments of contention, she imagines punching me in the face.
I had my wife say the same thing. She's going through menopause, and I saw her neck get red, and I was like, "What does it feel like?" She goes, "Well, my spine."
Charging up her laser.
She goes, "My spine gets really hot, and it goes up into my head and my chest, and then it goes into my brain, and I want to rip your spine out of your body and step on it when you speak." And I'm like, "Okay," and I slowly backed out of the room, and there you go.
Whoa! Have you ever imagined hitting her?
This morning.
Wow.
What are you talking about? Oh my God.
I'm brand new to it.
Oh, I
imagined punching my wife in the face for the very first time 2 nights ago, and I was just like, what? It was like staring into the fucking crystal ball in Lord of the Rings, where you got to pull yourself. I was in the Palantir, dude. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
the devastation I would cause.
Yeah, I've had to walk out of the room, let's say, leave the house. But I could never hit her. My wife could probably take me too. You know what I mean? You're a pretty tough guy. You know all kinds of martial arts. I talk tough, but I'm pretty sure Dawn would just fucking hit me in the nuts and then,
She would fight dirty.
Yeah, she had 4 brothers. She had three older brothers that were like 6'4" that used to beat her up all the time. That would suck for me in front of my son to hit my wife and then her to beat the shit out of me. Yeah, she takes it. She takes it and then kicks my ass.
She does like the cool Asian guy thumb on the like bloody lip.
Yeah.
Doing the come here.
Come here. Yeah. I'm like, what? and then Max, she goes, Max, let's go. And Max just leaves with her. I never see them again. She just gives me the house. She's so alpha. All right, listen, we're going to take a break. We have a very special guest. Everybody loves him. Everybody, I guess, in here loves him, especially me and Jacob. Big J is out in Austin. He's doing the Story Wars out in Austin, and he's also doing Rogan. But make sure you check out his special. He's very close to 1 million. I think 20,000 left, if not there. YouTube.com/@BigJOkerson. Make sure you check. And that's them. The next special is coming out on 4/20 at the same website. And Tim Butterly, he's going to be all over the place. He's going to be in Ontario, Canada, in Kitchener, Delhi, Shelburne, Toronto, April 3rd through the 6th. After that, he'll be in South Bend, Indiana, April 11th through the 12th. For tickets and all other info, TimButterly.com. And subscribe to the Tim Butterly Show at YouTube.com. Tim Butterly, one of our favorite people here. I love him so much. Hilarious. And go to my website, punchup.live /Robert Kelly for my special and all my other stuff. I'm going to be at the Zanies in Nashville, April 9th. And we're doing Bonfire out there in Nashville that week too. And I'm doing Story Wars that night. So pack that room up. Go get the tickets at zandys.com or punchup.live/Robert Kelly. We'll be right back with more Bonfire in just a second.